For over 67 years, the Kenya Association of Manufacturers has been the credible voice of industry, championing policies, partnerships, and investments that drive Kenya's industrial growth. From factory floors to boardrooms to the highest levels of government, we remained steadfast in our purpose to create prosperity for the nation through sustainable industrialization. In the year 2025, every engagement and partnership focused on building a stronger, more competitive manufacturing sector and a brighter future for Kenya. Our journey was guided by the Manufacturing Priority Agenda, anchored on 4 strategic pillars: global competitiveness, export-led growth, SME development, and agriculture for industry. Under the theme, Achieving Kenya's Prosperity Through Accelerated and Sustainable Manufacturing Growth, we focused on delivering impact, and together, we achieved significant wins for you, our member. On taxation, we successfully advocated for reforms under the Finance Act 2025 that reduced business costs and improved cash flow for manufacturers. Key gains included provisions for offsetting overpaid taxes against VAT on imports, the removal of excise duty on cosmetics and coal, and the establishment of a legal framework for micro-distillers. We also secured clarity on VAT exemption and zero rating provisions, and supported measures that strengthen local textile manufacturing. Manufacturing growth depends on access to markets. We strengthened regional and international trade opportunities for Kenyan manufacturers. We led trade missions to Nigeria, South Africa, and Ethiopia, creating new business connections, enhancing market access, and investment opportunities. Together with the COMESA Business Council, we co-hosted the 18th COMESA Business Forum, bringing together heads of state, policymakers, and business leaders from across the region. Through partnerships with the European Union delegation, we empowered businesses across 8 counties to leverage the opportunities created by the Kenya-EU Economic Partnership Agreement. Kenya secured a 16-month retroactive extension of AGOA, safeguarding preferential access to the United States market and providing certainty for manufactured exports. Trade facilitation improved through reductions in selected dollarized fees, lowering the cost of regional and international trade. Through stronger collaboration with government agencies, we intensified the fight against illicit trade, protecting legitimate businesses, jobs, and consumers. Regulatory reforms continued to advance. The privatization bill laid the foundation for parastatal reforms, while the County Licensing Uniform Procedures Act brought Kenya closer to harmonized licensing across all 47 counties and simplified compliance. High-level engagements also accelerated efforts to consolidate fees, levies, and charges, helping reduce the cost of doing business. Infrastructure and logistics remained critical priorities. The completion of strategic power projects, including the Mariakani and Leso substations, strengthened Kenya's industrial energy capacity. We engaged His Excellency President William Ruto through high-level private sector roundtables and maintained constructive dialogue with the National Treasury, the Ministry of Investments, Trade and Industry, the Ministry of Energy and Petroleum, and development partners. These engagements ensured that manufacturers remained at the center of Kenya's economic transformation agenda. Through our SME Hub, we partnered with Naivas supermarket chain to prepare small businesses for retail markets and supported over 100 enterprises to access opportunities under the African Continental Free Trade Area. The Manufacturing Academy trained more than 730 professionals in lean production, export readiness, smart manufacturing, among other areas. Our dual technical vocation education training program connected close to 1,000 students to workplace learning opportunities, helping bridge the gap between education and industry. These efforts earned KAM recognition as a dual training business champion, affirming our commitment to developing the workforce of tomorrow. Industrial growth must also be sustainable and inclusive. Through the Energy Management Awards, participating companies saved over 27,000 gigajoules of energy and reduced carbon emissions by more than 4,700 tons. We hosted the Circular Economy Conference and Expo, the Loop Forum, and unveiled Kenya's first eco-labeling guidelines. To promote the Buy Kenya, Build Kenya, we hosted the Changamka Shopping Festival in Mombasa and Nairobi, connecting more than 150,000 Kenyans to over 400 local manufacturers of high-quality Kenyan-made products. Under the Greening Kenya initiative, we planted more than 120,000 trees, rehabilitating more than 100 hectares of forest land, contributing to the country's environmental ambitions. Through our Women in Manufacturing program, we celebrated outstanding leaders who are transforming the industry and inspiring the next generation. To foster stronger connections and encourage networking among members, we hosted over 40 events at the national and regional level, creating opportunities for our member interaction, networking, business linkages, and collaboration. On good governance, the Code of Ethics for Businesses in Kenya received international recognition, highlighting Kenya's growing leadership in ethical business practices. During the year, 139 companies joined the association, strengthening a community united by a shared vision for growth, while our member retention rate stood at an impressive 85%, cementing our position as the credible voice of industry. Together with our members, partners, and stakeholders, we continue to shape a manufacturing sector that is competitive, sustainable, resilient, and future-ready. As we forge ahead, our commitment remains clear: to deliver value to our members, to strengthen industry, and to create value for our country, Kenya. The Kenya Association of Manufacturers, 67 years of creating prosperity for Kenya through sustainable industrialization.